Hi everyone, it's Olivia and Rock the Casbah again. I'm going to try something a little different for this month's update since I want to show you some video of what we've been doing, but also explain what we're doing in each video. So to start is this pretty little video of Casbah and I back at the end of February, learning a little bit about dressage and accepting the bit. As you can see, she was actually being super good, was figuring it out. We have a couple head tosses because she is super sensitive, and in her perfect world, we'd ride on the buckle all the time. So this next video, also from the end of February, is a little snippet of our canter that we had going on. At the beginning, you do see a bit of the head toss, so just imagine that maximized is when we first started to trot and accept contact. Obviously, everything's not perfect. We're still learning. And you can see at the end when we come out of the canter, she's always a little bit hotter, and getting her to relax is not the most simple thing to do. So I was actually very pleased in this clip how she came back to me fairly quick for her. So the main reason I'm showing these clips from back in February is because they really play into what we're doing now in March. About a week after I took these clips, Casbah started showing signs of discomfort. She was kicking out. She really wasn't very willing, which as a whole is not like her. So we had her looked over, and it came out that she was pretty top line sore, which wasn't a surprise. We'd been doing a lot with her, really making her engage her body in ways she had never done before. So just to compare, imagine you go a whole year without running, and then you go out and run a 5K. You're not going to feel so hot. So we took a step back. I wanted to kind of get her happy and comfortable as we came in to March. So we've really just been relaxing, still trying to keep her on the bit, but just keep her happy and sound and a little more stretchy, not so tight. She was just so wound up. So hopefully we are past that and we are ready now to get into show season. So the clip that starts right here is actually probably one of my favorites from when we first came back to our main farm. We had been at a friend's who had a lovely indoor, and we were very fortunate to be there during the snow, but it was time to come home. So these next two clips are just some progress clips. They're cantering to the left and cantering to the right. Where we're at right now, as we start getting back into shape in the outdoor, more distractions. You can see she looks over at the person videoing, breaks into the pace. To the right, she's kind of very racy. That's pretty normal for her. We generally collect better to the left, but we switch leads behind sometimes. To the right, we don't collect, we don't bend, we kind of just go. So those are two things we're going to be working on with the canter as we go into April. Again, fast at the canter. As we go into this next clip, it was just kind of a fun, let's see what she does over jumps clip, since she hasn't seen them since September. Don't mind me bouncing all over. Again, neither of us have done it since September. But she was super willing. I was really happy. You'll see the third little cross rail has a flower box. When we stopped jumping in September, those were pretty scary. So the fact that she went over it with the slightest look but never stopped was huge improvement from where we were in September. So I'm excited to see maybe we will do a little jumping at the national show. Hey everybody, I just wanted to hop on here and go over a quick summary of what we're proud of accomplishing in March. It might not look like much on the videos, but there are a couple things I'm really happy that we got done. And then I'd like to go over what you can look forward to seeing in April and kind of what I have planned for her, and actually for Forensic too, who I'll give a brief introduction on after this. So for March, I was really happy that she did finally come back. She was a little more relaxed. We got over that little bit of sourness we had at the end of end of February, that I think was mostly connected to being a little sore from doing so much so fast. So she actually is back coming out on Friday to have another chiropractic adjustment done, and hopefully that'll help a little bit too. We definitely learned to accept a bit more. We don't love it, but we learned it. We aren't doing every ride on the buckle, but we do occasionally get rewarded with a nice little stretchy walker trot. She hears sirens, so now she's focused. As far as April goes, you can expect to hopefully see a little more structure in our videos. I hope to get my pillow working better. We're going to do some pole exercises. to strengthen her hind end, and maybe some gymnastics to get working on the jumping again. We actually do have a fixed test scheduled for next week, so that's exciting. It'll be our first one, and that'll kind of get us hopefully some good dressage footage to share with you all for the end of April's update. So, we're going to work on our canter and our bending. Basically, we just have a lot to do, but we're going to share it all with you then. My point that I'm most excited for is that we will hopefully be hitting the trails again. That makes for a happier Olivia and a happier Casba. I was hoping to get out there a little bit this month, but with the EHV cases in New York, we stayed close to home and didn't leave the barn. But yeah, so I was pretty happy with what we did in March. It might not look like it on the videos, but I just feel like I have my happy, silly girl back. And I'm looking forward to getting a little more structure in April and really kind of channeling the horse show. Maybe we'll even have a driving video for you. Great. This is Forensic Z-Tam. I was lucky enough to get him from the LeChance family about 2 years ago. They owned and trained him during his racing career. He made them well over $1 million. So he's a total rock star on the track, and he continues to be a total rock star in his second career as a riding horse. Most of the time you will see my boyfriend riding him. He's an absolute saint. Both him and my boyfriend, Alex, hadn't been around horses until meeting me, and I got Forensic a couple months after we were dating, and they both really clicked. So Forensic takes care of him so well. He's so patient with Alex, and Alex really just loves Forensic. So they're going to do some games this year, and Alex wants to try some driving too.